Okay, so I'm going to mute everyone because there's a lot of noise and I don't want noise today. Okay, okay. Guys, please communicate using messages, just message, okay, because there's usually lots of noise. Okay, so good evening, everyone. I hope all of you remember the concept that we have studied in last class, right? And so this is the second class of financial education. Okay, so let us have a brief idea about what we have learned till now, right? I hope all of you remember that we have learned some basic, right? Good evening, Aditya. Some basic thing, that why we need to invest, where to invest, and what is equity, right? So please message, what do you mean by equity? Tell me, what do you mean by equity? Gia, they'll be joining us now, right? Everyone is there, right? Because this is the same. Stocks, correct. So when you talk about equity, okay, in general term, think about it. In general term, it is just the value, value, right? Value of anything that you owe, right? That you own, correct? Wait, Niketan, I'll tell you. Focus here first. So what is equity? Tell me, what is equity? Equity is basically the value. It represents the value of, right? Tell me, shares, if you talk about shares, shares you hold, yes or no, right? Anna, so when you talk about shares, it can be in many ways. Yes, Anna, it can be in many ways, but we just have to understand the basics. That's why we will just consider this definition. Okay, right? When we move to higher topics, we will have a better definition of equity. But for now, we will just understand this. Okay. Now, today we will start with this question, right? Why equities has more growth potential usually, right? Tell me, anyone? Yes, Jia, I'll explain what is liability and asset, don't worry. But first, think about this. Why equity has more growing potential? What do you think? Yes, because more people invest, okay? Okay, that's fine. Okay, think about it. Think about it. Okay, participation of many people of more people. So when you talk about participation of more people, it means more money. Yes or no? More money is invested, right? Agree? When you talk about more people, it means more money is invested. And we know money makes money, right? Okay, right? So can I say that, okay, if participation is more, there will be more money. The second thing is when we talk about equity, usually, right, it is money given to the companies which grow. Yes or no, right? Okay, yes or no? Tell me, yes or no, right? Guys, you guys don't see the messages or what? I have been telling, it is there in the schedule also, right? Everything is there. I don't know why you ask this question, right? I have messaged also na, in both the groups, right? And reminder also I've sent at 5:45 only. Description also schedule is there, right? Everything is here. Last class also we had just like this, okay? Because it is the same class, no? It is the same class, right? It is the same class. It is the same class, no? Link is same for both of you, okay? Right? Okay. Okay. Right. Right. So first is participation of more people. Second is, tell me why. Tell me. Because when we talk about growth, when we talk about growth, we, yes, Rajat, focus here now. Yes, exactly. Money is given to the company and company uses it for growth. Yes or no? Company, right? Company. use the money for its growth. Its growth, right? So obviously, think about it, right? If you want to grow, if you want your company to grow, right? So obviously the people who have invested in you, right? Their money will also grow, yes or no? Tell me, right? So I can say that certainly when you talk about shares, they have more chance of growth depending on, right, in which company you are investing, and depending on the company, right? That's what we will be talking about. There's a whole topic called as fundamental analysis, which says, or which from which after knowing fundamental analysis, we can see that which company is good, right? Which company is actually good to invest and which company is not so good to invest. Okay, right? That is fundamental analysis that we will be covering later. Okay, so I guess all of you clear in this, that why equities has more growth potential. Okay, now, yes. So after this, what is a market? Tell me. Right now we understood that, okay, this is equity, right? But first we need to know, we need to know about something, right? For example, if I ask you, go and buy, right? Think about it. If I ask you, go and buy mushrooms, right? Go and buy mushrooms. So you should know na, which mushroom, from where you need to buy, what would be the price, yes or no, right? So when you talk about marketplace, yes. So marketplace is a place where, tell me, where people usually do what? People buy or sell something, yes or no? Right? I can say, sir, it is usually a place where people buy or sell anything. Okay? And when you talk about buy or sell is also called as trade. Right? The general term used here is trade, right? Trade. Agree? Right? For example, when you talk about a shopping mall, so shopping mall is also a marketplace, yes or no, right? Or your sabzi mandi, that is also a marketplace. Your shopping complex is also a marketplace, right? So I can say we have two different kind of people over here, right? First, sellers, and buyers, and buyers. Here, sellers and buyers. So they will either sell or buy something, right? We will talk about what is that something, but I hope all of you understood what is sellers and what is buyers. Okay, now when we talk about this marketplace, let's think about it. Do you think that there's only one kind of, tell me, there's only one kind of seller? For example, think about this Appa, right? Appa Medical. Okay. Do you think that Appa Medical produces everything? Tell me, right? No, they also buy something from someone, yes or no? So actually, right, they're also a buyer as well as seller. Clear here, right? So anyone can be buyer as well as seller. That's clear, right? Now, if I'm talking about, just take a commodity, right? Just take a rice or anything, any chocolate, right? Or any biscuit or anything. So it is produced by a company, it is produced by the companies. It is sold to what? It is sold to distributors, then it will sold to wholesale, like wholesale sellers, then to retail sellers, and then you get it. Yes or no? Tell me. There are different type of sellers and customers. Yes, correct. Right? Okay. So I hope all of you know that when you talk about shares, right, from where the share originates, tell me, share originates from where? From the company. I hope all of you understood, right? That shares are basically the part of a company, part of the ownership that is sold by the company at the time of IPO. Yes or no? Right? At the time of IPO, we will discuss IPO in detail also, but I hope all of you remember that shares are basically the part of ownership. Yes, exactly, Shravya. It's a part of ownership, right? That is sold by the company, right? To get investment at the time of initial public offering, which is IPO. है ना? Then that share, yes, that is capital money. Jia, IPO is initial public offering. Okay, I will discuss IPO. One whole class will be on IPO. Don't worry. Okay, if we can complete this section today, we will discuss what is IPO today only. Okay. So you just imagine that it is a part of a company which is sold to normal people like you and me. Okay, right? Then we keep on trading the shares, right? For example, I sell it to someone, then someone else sell it to someone else, and like that. Clear? Right? So I hope all of you understood what's the marketplace. Anyone have any doubt? Now, when you talk about the marketplace, just suppose marketplace is like a big mall. And a marketplace is like a big mall, right? So obviously that is just a place, right? They don't sell anything, yes or no? Tell me, right? For example, when you talk about a mall in Bangalore, for example, talk about Phoenix Mall. Okay, think about it. Do the mall owner sell anything? No, no, I'm not writing. I'm not writing it. I'm just saying. Do the mall owner sell anything? No, right? Obviously not. है ना? They just give the space. They just give the space for the sellers. है ना? For the sellers, right? They just provide the infrastructure. Yes or no? Right? Then we have different sellers, different shops, be it Pantaloons or DMart or Reliance, right? Or Roma or anything. है ना? Clear? So I can say, okay, I'm having one person who just manages everything, who just holds the infrastructure. Yes or no? Right? Yes. Mall owner only builds the mall and gives the space. है ना? He basically organizes, right? He gives the structure. Okay. ठीक है. Now, after that, think about it. If I want to buy a rice, can I just go directly to the company and directly to the farmer and say, give me this 5 kg rice? Tell me, no, nah, right? Obviously. So what will happen? The farmers will sell to the wholesalers. Then he will sell to retailers. There is a middle person, yes or no, right? Anna. So in the same way, when you talk about shares, for example, suppose I'm having some shares, right? I'm having the shares of Reliance. Think about it. Okay. And suppose Rupa wants to buy a share. And I want to sell a share. Think about it, right? But do I know Rupa? Tell me, do I know Rupa? No, right? Anna, do I know that she reads the share? No, right? Okay. Anna, so what happens? There are some middle person, the middle person, because it will be very difficult to sell or buy anything directly, right? So that middle person or that middle system, right, is your, tell me, the whole infrastructure, the marketplace, the shopkeepers, right? Okay. Yes, Shravya. Clear? So in the same way, when you talk about stock market, it is almost similar to that. Okay, almost similar to that. So, right, as we talk about mall, there's not only one person, right? There's not only one shop. There are different shops, right? And one mall is just like a organization or basically a structure which holds these shops, right? Right? Then we have ATM machines which gives us money, right? I'll tell you, Rajat, this is just an introduction. We will discuss each and every part. Okay. So I guess all of you understood what is the marketplace, raise your hand. All of you understood what is the marketplace, raise your hand. Okay. Right. So yes. So if I talk about marketplace in stocks or in equity, then it is called as stock exchanges, right? Stock exchanges are basically the marketplace for the stocks. Clear here, right? So stock exchanges are just like malls, stock exchanges are just like malls. Clear? Anyone have any doubt? Right? Anyone have any doubt in this? Raise your hand. Tell me. Anyone have any doubt in this? Raise your hand. Okay. Right. Now, when you talk about this, okay. So we have two stock exchanges in India, right? They are BSE, which is Bombay Stock Exchange, and NSE, which is National Stock Exchange. You might have heard of BSE, NSE. Yes or no? Right? Okay. Now tell me, when you talk about mall is also a company, right? Yes or no? Mall is also a company, now, right? Owner of a mall, right, is also a person who have a company. In the same way, BSE and NSE is also a company, right? BSE and NSE is also a company. Got it? Yes, Max or something like that, right? So BSE and NSE is also a company, and their stock is also available. Okay, so they are also a company. Yes, yes, you can invest in BSE and NSE. Okay, every company, they are also listed companies. Okay, because obviously, if you talk about mall, okay, so mall is also kind of a company. No, it is owned by someone. Okay, BSE, Aditya, BSE, we had a whole discussion regarding that BSE and NSE is basically a marketplace for these stocks, right? And it is just like a supermarket, it's just like a mall, right? But when you talk about commodity, when you talk about buying rice or buying your favorite chocolate, right? They all are present in physical quantity. Yes or no? Physically, you can go to shop and buy. Agree? But when you talk about stocks, right? Obviously, we don't have stocks in a physical form. Yes or no? Tell me. Can you go to a shop and ask, give me 10 Reliance share, and they will give you some a good looking something for Reliance share? No, right? It is just on paper. Yes or no? Right? It is just a paper. It is just like electronic commodities, right? Yes or no? So in the same way, when you talk about BSE and NSE, it is not a physical marketplace. It is a electronic marketplace. Makes sense? Yes, e-commodity, right? E-commodity, correct, right? Everyone, right? Shrey, Rajat, Tanushree, Purvi, Yukti, Siddharth, all of you understood? Sanvi, Rohan, you have written your name as Rihan. Okay, Brinda, Aditya, Adarsh. So I guess all of you understood what is BSC, what is NSC. So I can say, okay, this is the first part of this whole market. That's only one part, right? So stock exchanges are basically like the malls. Okay? Now, okay. The next question would be, okay, right? Yes, yes, obviously you can buy. We buy and sell online only, right? Yes or no? You don't have to go somewhere and buy it. Right? Don't worry, I will teach you how to, right? I will teach you how to buy, sell, trade, everything. Don't worry. Step by step. First of all, you have to understand now. Now, second, who are the market participants? Now, for example, when you go to mall, right? There are the mall owners, there are the shop owners, then there are the people who sell in the shop, then there are the people who buy, right? And they're right. Again, commodity means anything that you buy or sell, that's a commodity. For example, when you go to a shop, right, and you buy you buy rice, what is that? That's a commodity, right? Coal, petroleum, everything, right? And what is shares? Shares is like, tell me, share is just a part of a company, and commodity is something physical. Clear, right? Yes, coal is a commodity. Coal is also a commodity, no, right? Okay. So let us see who are the market participants, right? So can I say that when you talk about market participants, we have, right, who all can buy or sell shares? Simple, yes or no, right? So first is domestic retailers. What is the meaning of domestic retailers? I hope all of you know what is the meaning of retailers, right? We are the retailers, yes or no? We buy small amount of shares, right? So we are retailers. No, Tanushri, stock market sell everything. And not diamond though, right? But they sell gold, silver also, right? That is commodity. That is a section called commodity. There are two sections, commodity section and shares section, equity section. Okay. So we are talking about equity section for now. Okay. We are not talking about commodity section, right? But anything, gold, coal, crude oil, everything can be sold and bought online using stock market, share market, right? Yeah. So okay, right? Now, when you talk about this BSC and SC, it is used for stock only, right? Okay, when you talk about commodity, we are not talking commodity now, right? We're just talking about equity, shares. When you talk about equity, it is traded by MCX. MCX is also like a stock exchange, but for commodities, right? We will discuss it later. Abhi nahi. ठीक है? Right? समझ में आ रहा है ना? Okay. So market participants. So first, domestic retailers, right? Like people like you and me who buy or sell shares, right? Suppose if I have to buy, I can buy 1 share, 2 share, 3 shares, depending on how much money I'm having. And suppose Daksh want to buy a share of JSW. So he can just buy depending on how much money he's having. And if he's having 1,000 rupees, he will buy only 1 share. If he's having 1,500, he might buy 2 shares, right? So we are individual, right? Investors or domestic investors. We're not very rich, right? We're not very rich. Okay, yes or no, right? We invest our savings. Clear? Now, when talk about second, it is domestic institution. Now, domestic institution are basically the big companies which is Indian, right? Which are Indian companies or tell me owned by government of India or any India organization. Okay. For example, I hope all of you heard of name of LIC. Tell me LIC. है ना? Yes, Reliance is also a domestic institution, right? So again, Reliance is a company, but there's a, I'll tell one more thing. Okay, so I hope all of you understood. Okay, for example, any government company will be a domestic institution. Okay, for example, LIC, and there's company called IRFC, right? So they are like domestic institutions like that. Mittal Group, all companies, depending on who is the owner, right? So we are not going to that. Okay. Okay. So now, third is asset management companies. Now this is very important. We have to discuss about A and C, asset management companies. So asset means what? Money. Simple. Asset means money, right? Now think about it. Life Insurance Corporation, LIC is Life Insurance Corporation, huh? Right? Yeah, we know that. Okay. Now think about it. Now, like, I hope all of you have understood about, or all of you know about mutual funds. Huh? Someone asked us, what is a mutual fund, right? Okay. So let us take one example, right? Suppose Ananya is a working person, right? Ananya is having a job, okay, and she don't have that much time to actually think or learn about share market. Yes or no, right? She don't have time to see which share is going up, which share is going down. Yes or no, right? And she don't have time to invest in individual stocks. Okay, so what she will do, right? She will give her money to someone, right? Yes or no? Okay, right? She will give her money to someone and she will say, okay, boss, see, I will give you some amount of commission, you invest my money. Okay, and the commission will depend on the profit that you're making. Okay, yes or no, right? But obviously, how Ananya will trust that person who knows, he might take and go away. Yes or no, right? Okay, now there are two things. First is broker. Now again, we will talk about what is the work of broker, but there's one thing which is very common is your mutual funds, right? So mutual funds are basically like the funds. For example, suppose Ananya wants to invest in MRF. But one share of MRF is like 90,000. Yes or no? Can she invest 90,000? No, right? Because she is having only 10,000 rupees. Okay, right? So in that case, what will happen? What will happen? I'll give you. Suppose, okay, I'm a person, right? Suppose Vishnu sir, right, is your AMC, asset management company, like HDFC, Nippon, Mirai, and I'm having a plan, right? Suppose I'm having a plan. Plan means, think about it. I'm having a plan, plan A, right? Plan means service. Okay, right? For example, you talk about homeschool. Now, homeschool for 6th, 7th is one plan. Homeschool for 8th is another plan, right? So I'm having a plan, and in this plan, have some shares, MRF, right? Reliance, right? HDFC, okay, right? And suppose ICICI, Hindustan Unilever, Nestle, okay? So I can say that this plan have, right, famous companies, yes or no? I know that these companies are very good, right? है ना? Yes, MRF is a company, right? है ना? MRF is a company. So they are called as blue chip. They are called as blue chip companies, right? है ना? Very famous companies, big companies, they are called as blue chip. Okay, blue chip companies. So I can say, okay, right? Okay. Now, suppose I'm having 100 people, right? Like Ananya, I'm a person, right? Very good performing companies. Yes, Raju, है ना? They are blue chip companies. So suppose I'm having 100% like Ananya, right? And all of them give me 1,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees per month, right? They invest around 10,000 rupees per month. So tell me, every month how much I am getting? Tell me, every month how much amount I am getting? 10,000 into 100, it will be, tell me, 10,000 to 100. Right? It will be, yes, one more zero. Yes, 10 lakh, है ना? 10 lakh, right? So what I will do, I will invest this 10 lakh in all these companies. Got it? है ना? I will invest this 10 lakh in all these companies, right? And depending on that, I will make, right? One, yes, I will make one bundle of all the companies. Okay, I will make a bundle of all the companies, right? That is your mutual fund. समझ में आया mutual fund क्या होता है? I hope all of you understood. Means when you are investing 10,000, actually when you are investing 10,000, you are getting a bit of MRF also, bit of Reliance also, bit of HDFC also, bit of ICICI also, bit of Hindustan Unilever also, bit of Nestle also, right? Clear? Tell me, right? Nabil, when I'm saying that, okay, don't worry, we'll discuss one whole class on mutual fund. I'm just giving an example. What's the work of asset management companies? Okay. So suppose you don't want to spend so much time in stock market. Okay, so what you will do, you will give your money to someone. Take my money and you invest. Okay, right? But the money that you give is might be as less as 500. है ना? As less as 500. So obviously you cannot buy any good share in 500. Yes or no? Tell me. Can you buy any good share in 500? No, I don't think so, right? Every company have like different values. है ना? Right? So again, right? Actually, you're not dividing the share. It is a part. You don't get one full share. That is the thing. है ना? Right? That is the thing. For example, suppose you have in 10 lakh, I got a bundle. Right? I invested 10 lakh, so I get a bundle. Okay, of suppose 2 shares of HUL, right? Okay, 10 shares of Reliance. Just think about it. I'll just take 3 companies, right? And 100 shares of ICICI. Okay, clear? Right? Wait. Step by step, right? Baby steps, है ना? So I will say, okay, let us make this as one bundle. This is as one bundle. This is one bundle. Clear hai? This is one bundle, right? So there will be a cost of this bundle, हाँ ना? There will be a cost of this bundle, right? Suppose the cost of this bundle is around 10,000. No, not 10,000. It will be around 1 lakh. Suppose the cost of this bundle is around 1 lakh. Okay, right? So I will just divide this bundle into, suppose I just divide this bundle into 500 parts. 500 parts. Tell me. So what I'm trying to do, instead of having, yes, obviously with commission, right? Instead of having one company shares, right? I'm making a bundle, right? And dividing that bundle into different parts. समझ में आ रहा है? Right? You're getting this? Tell me. Okay, right? Don't worry, we will have a detailed discussion on mutual funds. I'm just giving a basic idea. So these are, right? So these people who owns the mutual fund, They're called as asset management companies. Okay, they are big companies who owns the mutual fund. Because how can you trust Vishnu sir? Tell me, how can you trust me? I'm a single person. I may give a return, but you need someone trustworthy, na? Yes or no? Right? So these companies, they handle lots and lots of money. They handle lots and lots of money, like in 5,000 crore, 10,000 crore, like that. Okay, so I can say, okay, if someone is handling that much money, I can trust them. They will not take and run away with my money. Yes or no? Right? That someone asked, how can we trust mutual funds? It's not like they are handling 10 lakh, 1 crore. No, they're handling crores and crores. They cannot run away. Okay, clear? Right? Okay. Yes, mutual fund is also a company. You can buy the share of HDFC, AMC. You can buy the share of Nippon India, right? You can buy the share of Axis Securities. They all are companies, okay? Right? So mutual fund is not a company, right? The mutual fund is basically, right, launched by the companies. Okay? Mutual fund is just like a service. It is just like a plan, है ना? Okay? There are lots of mutual fund which is owned by the companies. Okay, for example, when you talk about HDFC, I will show you different type of mutual funds, right? There are different type of mutual funds also. Okay, we will discuss mutual fund. We'll discuss one whole class will be giving on mutual fund. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, now the fourth is NRIs. NRIs means, yes, Kishore, you can buy. Tanushri, AMC is asset management company, short form. Okay, right? And it is a company which manages the asset, right? Okay, NRIs or HNIs? HNI. NRI or HNI. So, or and HNI. I'll just give you this. HNI. HNI. So NRI, I guess all of you know, right? Suppose Vishnu has become a very rich person, right? And he wants to leave India, but he still wants to. Yes, HUL is also okay, right? Wait, Niketan, wait. Focus on this now first, right? Again, we are just learning the ABCD, right? We're just learning the ABCD. There's lots of things that need to learn, right? Don't be hasty in learning. Okay? Be curious. Don't worry. My voice is cracking. No, I don't think that my voice is cracking. Sunrise are non-residential Indians, right? So I guess these and this are almost same. It's just that domestic retailers are Indian citizens who are living in India, and NRIs are people who are Indian citizens but not living in India, right? And they are people who went to other countries. I hope all of you know. Then HNI is your high net individual, high net worth individual, right? HNI. HNI. HNI are people, right? They are actually the individual people. Okay. Okay. NRI, it is not NPI, it is NRI, non-resident. I hope all of you remember, right? NRI is non-resident Indian. This is very basic common knowledge, right? HNI is high net individual, high net worth individual. So these are the people. These are people who has having lots and lots of money, right? They're called as HNIs. For example, I hope all of you know Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, right? Yes, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Then your Dhamani, right? Then Kedia, Vijay Kedia. These all are HNIs. They have their company, right? But they are HNIs. Okay? So they have lots and lots of money. They buy like lakhs and lakhs of share. Warren Buffett, yes, Warren Buffett. They have a company. Harshad Mehta was yes, okay. They do own a company, right? They have a company, but individually they are HNIs. Okay. Then lastly, you have foreign investors, right? Foreign investors like just like AMC. Okay. Net worth and income. Just think about it. Suppose your father is having a home. Suppose your father is having a home in Bangalore. He's not getting any income from that, right? But still, he is owning that, tell me, home, and the value of home might be 2-3 crores. So that is his net worth. Okay. guys, it was disconnected. Wait. I guess all of you can hear me now. Yeah, my internet was disconnected. Okay. Yes. Now it is audible. It was disconnected. Don't worry. Okay, and I are non-resident Indian, right? HNI is high net worth individuals. Then when you talk about foreign investors, they are called as FIIs. So you might be hearing these things when you talk about news now, FII and DII, right? Okay, so FII are basically foreign institutional investors. DII are domestic institutional investors. Okay, Rajat, I have told NRI full form like many times. It is non-resident Indian, right? Non-resident Indian. Okay. So I hope all of you understood who are the people who buy and sell shares. They are the market participants. Yes or no? Clear? Right? Clear? Okay. Chalo. So this is clear. Again, DII is the short form of domestic institutional investors. Gia, DII. Again, it is this DII is this only DII. Domestic institutional investors, they are DII. Right? FII is the short form of foreign institutional investors. Okay, it is written over here. Okay, then again, now tell me one thing. Suppose, right? You talk about a mall, okay, or you talk about suppose any marketplace, right? Suppose 10 shopkeepers who are selling, suppose chocolate, right? Okay, or suppose there are 10 people who sell something and they all make a group, and they raise the price, for the customers. Is it a good thing? Tell me, is it a good thing? Think about it, right? No, it's not a good thing, no? Right? Or some people say, for example, when we talk about actual market, there's something called hoarding and black marketing. Hayana, yes or no? There's something called hoarding and black marketing, right? So these are malpractices, yes or no? And we have a government who can interfere, right? Question is there, question is written. Okay, question is written, right? So I can say when you talk about buying and selling of shares, these things can happen, yes or no? These things can happen, right? And black market is not a black market, it's just a term given. And for example, I'm a shopkeeper, I'm very rich. So what I will do, I will buy lots of rice. Okay. And when I buy lots of rice, there will be less rice in the market. Yes or no? There will be less rice in the market. Yes or no? Think about it. So if there's less rice in the market, there is a case of scarcity. There's a case of scarcity. Yes or no? That will increase the price. Correct. Demand and supply. There will be less supply and more demand, right? And the price will increase. Yes. So exactly. Correct. All of you have experiences, no? Right? The price of certain goods, right? They keep on rising like anything. Yes, so that is your black marketing and hoarding. If you buy and sell it at a higher price, okay. Yes, now apples they are like selling like 250 rupees, but there are other factors also. Okay, right? Okay, so obviously we need a regulator, we need a regulator, right? We need someone who can monitor that everything is happening in a proper way, in a lawful way, yes or no, right? So that regulator is your Sebi, right? So Sebi is a regulator. Okay, Sebi is a part of Indian, right? Yes. Okay, Sebi is a regulator which manages or which actually ensures that the fair practices is being done when you either buy a share or sell a share. For example, think about it. When you talk about earlier times, when the regulation was not that strong, right? Not that prominent, right? There were lots of scams. For example, how many of you have watched this 1992 scam? Tell me. I hope some of you might have watched or might know about Harshad Mehta scam. Yes or no? Right? Think about it. So obviously, it was the fault of what? It was the fault of Sebi only. Yes or no? Sebi was not that, right? Clear? Sebi, this SEBI was not that strict, है ना? Right? Okay, the regulation was not that stringent. That's why he kind of did something. Okay, I'm not going to explain what it did. Okay, but yeah, so SEBI is basically a regulator which do what? What is the role of SEBI? Tell me, what is the role of SEBI? So I guess all of you understand that the main role of SEBI is to make sure that whatever is happening in the stock market, right, is a fair business practice. Yes or no? Right? There's no kind of black marketing, hoarding, or internal or inside trading and all those things. Clear? Right? Yes or no? Tell me. Okay? So let us see what's the meaning of fair. What's the meaning of fair practices? So yes, control stock market, not control, regulate stock market in legal way. So this first is it promotes the development of stock exchange, है ना? It promotes the development of stock exchange and ensure it conducts fair businesses, right? Second, it protects the interest of retail investors. Suppose one stockbroker, right? One stockbroker. Wait, Rajat, wait. I'll explain everything. I'm not talking about how these BSC and SC are getting money. Obviously, they are getting money from us, right? They charge something, no? Right? They charge something. So we will discuss about those things. Okay. So they protect the interest of our retail investors. For example, suppose someone start buying something. So we will think, okay, there's a scarcity, yes or no, right? And we will be willing to pay more price, right? And then they dump all this, right? Then they dump all the shares. Then the price will go down and we will lose our money. Yes or no? Tell me, we will lose our money because we don't know. No, we don't have that much money to move the market, right? But the big people, the corporate people or the large investors, like again, Harshad Mehta, right? Or this Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, when they buy share, it is a news. And then all people start buying, right? So the share prices rises like anything. But when they sell, right, the prices will go down and we don't know. So we will lose our money, right? So these things are managed and regulated by SEBI. Clear hai? Everyone? This is clear? Tell me, role of SEBI, raise your hand. Right? Kartikeya, Ragini, Purvi, yes, very good. Everything is clear. Don't worry, I will send this. I will send the notes, everything. You don't have to mug up anything. You don't. It is just for knowledge. This won't be coming in an exam, right? Again, Gia, we don't know, na Gia. We don't know that when the prices are increasing, right? That's a part of this stock market, right? We don't know actually, right? What you're not getting? Tell me what you're not getting. What you're not getting? Suppose you go to a shop. Suppose, right? I've sent to you the video of last class. Why you didn't see the video of last class? Tell me. If you missed the last class, why you didn't saw the video of last class? Right? I've sent the video of last class and it has nothing to do with the last class. Don't worry. It has nothing to do with the last class. Okay. Now tell me, suppose you go to, right? You go to a shopkeeper, right? You go to like a milk shop, right? And you ask for milk. And he said that now the 1 liter milk is 48 rupees. 48 rupees. Think about it. But the price that is written is 44 rupees only. 44 rupees only. You ask, okay, that the price is only 44. Why you are selling at 48? He says that 4 rupees I'm keeping for getting it cooled and all those things. Okay. Now, is it fair to charge 4 rupees extra? Tell me, is it fair to charge 4 rupees extra? Tell me, Aditya, is it fair to charge 4 rupees extra? No, right? But then if there's no one to monitor that, right? He will say, okay, I will sell it at 48 rupees. Either you take or you will go. What do you have to do? Tell me what you can do. You cannot do anything, right? Yes or no? Can you do anything? You will buy at 48 rupees, yes or no? Right? So it is loss to the customers, now. They are paying because yes, because there's no other option. But now, suppose now, right now the township management says, now we have township management. Someone complains to the township management and they are saying, see, he's selling at higher price. So what township management will do? Township management will, right, put penalty on this and a penalty on this shopkeeper. Got it, right? That why you're doing this. Clear? Exactly. In the same way, right? When anything, any broker, right, or any individual, okay, do any mistake or any malpractice, they are fined or regulated by the Sebi. For example, I will tell you one example. I hope all of you know that the news channels, okay, they influence the market. Yes or no? Tell me. I hope all of you or some of your parents watch the news a lot, right? Which share is going up, which share is going down. Okay, so there was an anchor of some TV channel. He used to buy shares of some company, right? Okay, by the name of his mother, sister, wife, and all. Okay, right? Suppose he bought the shares of some company, for example, JSW. Okay. Then on the next day, he used to say that buy this JSW company shares, it will go up, it will go up, it will go up. Now, since people like you and me, right, we believe, okay, that JSW company will go up, what we will do? Tell me, what we will do? Most of the people, we are sheep, right? And we don't see the fundamental of the company. We just see the news and we invest, right? Yes, we will invest. So we will invest, right? As soon as market will open, we will start investing. So what will happen to the price of JSW? Tell me, what will happen to the price of JSW? Tell me. Suppose he bought JSW at price of 400 yesterday. And due to this news, the price increased to 450 rupees, right? You know what he will do? He will sell as soon as the price will increase. He will sell all his shares. He sold all shares. Sell all shares at 450. Now, if you sell all the shares at 450, right, what will happen to the share? Tell me, what will happen to the share? It will go up, right? And then it will go down also. Yes or no? But you bought at this price. Now, you bought at this price. So what will happen to you guys? What will happen to you guys? You will lose money. You will lose money. Yes or no? Right? So that is not a fair practice. Now, is it a fair practice? No, because he is making profit now, right? He bought at 400, next day he's selling at 450. Okay, so he's making a profit of 50 rupees per share in one day, right? That is like more than 12% in one day. Think about it, more than 12% one day, right? Daksh, it is all about demand and supply, na Daksh? Right? It is all about demand and supply. I hope all of you remember the concept of demand and supply. That's why the first thing that I taught you guys was demand and supply. How prices will change depending on demand and supply. If he sell all the shares, the supply will be more now, right? Ragini, because again, right, because he is having a job. He's having a job, right, which is to tell people that which share is going up, which share is going down, which share might go up, might go down because of the news. Okay, that's why when he does that, the Sebi, right, penalize him. Okay, Gia, normal people. I'll tell you, Gia. We will discuss that also, right? Okay. Okay, right? I hope all of you understood. No, Nabil. It is not black market. Nothing is black market in shares. I will tell you what happens. Okay, right? So this is clear. I guess this concept is clear. Step by step. There's lots of things to learn, right? Step by step. And don't worry, we will have a Kahoot today. We will play a Kahoot today, right? Today class will be a bit longer, but we will play Kahoot. So I guess all of you understood the role of Sebi. Chalo. Next. Okay. Now, as we know that when we buy and sell shares, right? We buy or sell shares in e-format. Yes, on electronic format. Yes, on. Tell me. No, others, because there will be lots of noise. So instead of covering a topic in 20 minutes, I might take 40 minutes because then everyone starts speaking at one time. Okay, right? 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 So think about it. Yes or no? I hope all of you know this, that we keep our shares in electronic format. We don't get a hard thing, na? You don't get any commodity, right? For shares, right? That's right. We keep everything in electronic format, na? Or it is also called as dematerialized format. Dematerialized. Format. Okay, yes or no? Tell me, yes or no? Now, let me ask you this. Who keeps your, Nabil, I just said that. Where you keep your money? Tell me, where you keep your money? It's format. It is not form. It is electronic format. Bank, right? Yes or no? Right? Now think about it. When your father is getting a salary, is company actually, right? Think about it. Is company actually giving that amount of notes, to the bank, or just electronically transfer the amount? Tell me, right? They just electronically transfer the amount. Yes or no? Right? Hannah? Right? In the same way, when you talk about shares, so shares, right? Shares are also like electronic, right? Electronic things, Hannah, right? Clear, right? It's not that someone will be having, right, 1,000 bundle of shares. No, right? We used to have like that. Okay, right? We used to have like that, like 20-25 years back. But now everything is digital. You know, like digital currency, right? We have digital shares. So they are in electronic format. There's no physical format. It is not like a note, right? Physical format means, like, for example, when you talk about giving a note to someone, right? Giving a 100 rupees note. So that's a physical money. Yes or no? Tell me. Right? Okay. But when you transfer using Google Pay, do you actually give a note? Tell me. When you transfer by using Google Pay, do you pay physically? Think about it. I hope all of you understanding this concept. Yes or no? Right? You digitally transfer the money. Yes or no? Right? Agree? Okay. So in the same way, when you talk about shares, the shares are usually kept in electronic formats or dematerialized format. Dematerialized format. Okay, right? So as we know, as we have a bank account to keep our money, right? Okay, as we have bank account to keep our money, right? Right? We should have something to keep our shares also. Yes or no? Tell me. We should have something to keep our shares also. Yes or no? Tell me. Right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes? Henna? So yes, exactly. So I can say that depositories, okay, depositories are what? Tell me. Depository are basically, right, like bank accounts, right? They're like the bank accounts, right? Which, okay, they're like the bank account which keep our shares. Okay. So what are depositories? Depositories are basically like the banks, but instead of keeping your money, they keep your shares. Suppose you buy some share, you don't keep that shares in your home now. You keep somewhere, yes or no, right? And that somewhere is your depository or depository account, or it is also known as demat account. Demat account. Okay, clear? Right? Yes or no? Right? Anna, for example, now tell me, right? Suppose you have a bank account. You may have bank account in, you may have a bank, when you talk about bank account or saving account, Anna, you talk about, when you talk about bank account, you talk about saving account, right? Wait. Let me finish it first. You talk about saving account, then you talk about current account, yes or no? Anna, right? In bank, in the same way, in the same way, when you talk about this depository account, we will have demat account, which keeps our shares, in dematerialized or electronic forms. Clear? Yeah, it is either it is DEMAT or it is DEMAT, not DMAT. Okay, so when you talk about saving accounts, your saving account can be in any bank, Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, yes or no, right? Clear? Hyana, Hyana. Okay, so in the same way, all the demat accounts are managed by two companies. Again, they're also companies. They are also companies, okay, right? Like BSC, NSC, they're also depository, also companies. Okay, it is managed by two companies, which is CDSL, Central Depository Services Limited, or NSDL, National Securities Depository Limited. Okay, clear? So these are two depository companies which holds our demat accounts. समझ में आया सबको? हाँ या ना? Tell me, right? So bank is same as our money, depositories are same as our shares. Bank keeps our money with us. Whenever we need, we take out from bank. Whenever we don't need, we deposit in the bank. In the same way, depositories are like that. Whenever we want to sell shares, we take it out from the bank, right? When we want to buy, we deposit in the depository account. Clear है? Yes or no? Right? Yes or no? सबको समझ में आया यहाँ तक? Anyone have any doubt? Okay, right. My next question is, can we actually directly deposit or sell stocks in depository? Tell me, can we directly sell or buy stocks in depository? Think about it. No, right? Because there are crores and crores of people, right? Suppose, just imagine if crores and crores of people started going to NSDL office. Think about it. They start going to NSDL office for everything, right? It will be, obviously, it cannot be managed, है ना? So, right, we don't have our account directly linked to the depositories. Okay, है ना? So I can say depository account, right, is not client based account. ठीक है, right? Okay, so we have this depository. I'll just tell you this. I will link this, right? I will make a chart. I don't know why this is not working. Wait, guys, something is happening. I don't know. This is not working. Okay, I'll just make it like this, right? So suppose this is your depository. This is your CDSL, suppose. CDSL, है ना? Right? Suppose this is CDSL and we are a customer. We are customers. We are customers. So I cannot directly deposit my share in CDSL. Neither do I take it out of CDSL. है ना? So we need someone in between. We need someone between. Okay, right? That someone is your broker. है ना? That someone is your stock broker. Got it? Tell me, that someone is stock broker. Okay, so these stock brokers are registered by CDSL. Okay, these stockbrokers are registered by CDSL. Then we open our account with the stockbroker, and this stockbroker will link my account to CDSL. Clear? Everyone is clear in this? Tell me yes or no. Right? So for example, when you talk about this Zerodha will also have this account with CDSL. Then Upstocks might also have account with CDSL. Right? ICICI Securities will also have this. And there are many people who will have stock with stockbroker. Clear? Right? Yes or no? I will tell you why we need stockbrokers, right? I will tell you why we need stockbrokers. So basically, stockbrokers are not a person, it is just a platform. It is just a platform, right? Think about it. Think about it. Okay, why you need a shop? Tell me, why you need a shop? Tell me. Why you need a shop? Think about it. If farmers start selling directly to all the retailers, just imagine, right? He's selling 1 kg shop, 1 kg rice to someone, 10 kg rice to someone. Can he do that? Can he do that? No, no. So instead of that, what farmers will do, they will sell something to one person, sell something to some other person, right? And those shopkeepers will sell accordingly, yes or no, right? But actually, who is a shopkeeper? Shopkeeper is just a medium, yes or no? Shopkeeper is just a medium, right? Which is providing a platform to buy and sell. Yes, agree? And a shop is just a platform to buy or sell something. Okay, right, everyone? Got this? Yes or no? Okay, so I can say that, okay, these stockbrokers, right? These stockbrokers are your depository participants. They're also called as depository participants. Hi, Anna. Depository participants. Okay, right? Yes or no? So this is clear. This is clear, right? So what are depository participants? They are the organization which can directly, right? Directly interact with depositories, right? We are customers. We are customers. We cannot directly interact with CDSL or NSDL, right? So we cannot directly interact with these depositories. So we need these depository participants like Zerodha, Upstocks, right? Who can interact with CDSL on our behalf. है ना, हमारे लिए वो बात करता है. Clear है ये चीज? है ना? For example, think about it. In any court, right? Can you defend yourself? No, no. You need a lawyer, right? You need a lawyer who will be speaking on your behalf, right? ठीक है? Okay. So these stockbrokers are depository participants, है ना? Right? Now, who are stockbrokers? Who are stockbrokers? Right? So first, they are depository participants, right? Obviously, they have account with depository. But tell me, if I ask you that when you talk about the shop of Pantaloon or shop of Max, they are also there in the mall. Yes or no? Tell me. Tell me. Yes or no? Think about it. They are also there in the mall, right? They are linked with the, tell me, with the companies who produces goods, and they're also having a shop in the mall. Yes or no? Right? So I can say the mall was what? Mall was stock exchange. Mall was stock exchange. Right? Hannah. So I can say if malls are stock exchange, so what are the shops? Tell me. Shops are what? Shops are like, tell me, shops are like brokers. Yes or no? Shops are like brokers. Clear here? Yes or no? Right? You cannot directly interact with the stock exchange. Now tell me, can you directly interact with BSE and SC? Think about it. No, right? है ना? We cannot directly interact with BSc or NSC. So suppose this is your BSc, Bombay Stock Exchange or NSC, है ना? And again, I'm customer. I cannot directly interact with that. I cannot directly interact with BSc NSC. So I need again a shop, है ना? I need a shop. So this is your again stockbroker, right? Stockbroker, है ना? So I interact with stockbroker and stockbroker interact with BSc on my behalf. ठीक है? Clear? Yes? Anyone having doubt? So again, so here I understood there are three things, right? Till now there are three things. First is depository, second is stock exchange, and third is stockbroker. Yes or no? Right? Till now we have understood about three things. Depository, NSDL, CDSL, stock exchange, NSC, BSC, and stockbrokers like Zerodha, है ना? Upstocks, ICICI Securities, Motilal Oswal. ठीक है? Okay. Now, my question is, where are banks? Is bank involved in all these? Tell me, is bank involved on these? Yes, obviously, because when you're buying or selling something, you need money. Yes or no? You need money, right? Yes or no? Hannah, right? So obviously, you need to have a bank also, right? You need to have a bank account also, right? You need to have bank account also, na? Right? Because when you're buying any stock, you need to put money from the bank to the stockbroker. Yes or no? Tell me. Right? Okay. Yes. And when you sell anything, then the money is transferred from the stockbroker to your bank account. 5 paisa is also your stockbroker. Tanushree, 5 paisa is also your stockbroker. Okay. Right? They are all the stockbrokers. Okay. Right? So now I can say, okay, I can say this. Okay, sir, I'm having, right, lots of things. So I can say I should have three things. I should have first, tell me, I should have first trading account. Yes or no? Right? Yes or no? Tell me. I am. I should have a trading account. Right? Yes. So why we need a trading account? Because obviously when we talk about selling or buying something, it is a trade, right? It is a trade, yes or no? Right? So how can I trade something if I don't have an account? Right? Yes. So first is trading account. Second is what? Tell me. Second, what do you need? Demat account. Yes or no? Right? Because suppose you traded something, you bought something or you sold something, है ना? Right? Where you will keep your shares? Where you keep your shares? Obviously, you will keep at your, right? Yes, Demat account. And third is what? Tell me. Third is what? Third is what? We just discussed it. Third is what? Tell me. Bank account. Yes or no? Because whatever will happen, money चाहिए ना भाई, पैसा चाहिए, पैसा, right? And yes or no, right? Okay. So these two, trading account, demat account is dependent on broker, है ना? And then, okay, sorry, bank money, not bank account. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, now it is working. And bank account is our normal bank account. We can just link our bank account with our trading account and demat account. Okay, bank account. So that is why you might have heard, right, that 3-in-1 account. How many of you, if you see any advertisement, no, any advertisement, right, especially of ICICI or HDFC, right, they will account, right? They will say 3-in-1 account, 3-in-1 account. So I hope all of you know what is the meaning of 3-in-1 account now, right? They will open your trading account also, demat account also, bank account also. For example, if you Google about ICICI Securities, right? Or ICICI demat account, right? So they will show you that you can open 3 in 1 account. ICICI Securities, right? So they will open your trading account also with ICICI. They will open your demat account also with broker as ICICI. They will open your bank account also with ICICI, right? Okay. And again, brokers will open your demat account in either CDSL or NSDL. Clear hai? For example, for Zerodha, it is CDSL, right? So for Zerodha, the depository account is CDSL. Okay, right? Okay. Now, I guess all of you understood these things. Hi, Anna. Right? So I guess all of you understood the role of the bank. Role of the bank, clear? Role of the bank is clear? Aditya, you're getting this? Tell me, everyone. Akshit, Brinda, Shrey. Again, this is the start. Okay. Now, there's a last thing which we actually don't have to worry more about this, but think about it. Actually, when we buy or sell something, it is like this. It is like this. Think about it. Suppose here we have Ananya, and here we have, suppose Nabil, right? Okay, Nabil is selling like 5 shares of Reliance. Guys, can you hear me? Because I was getting a call. 10 share of Reliance. And then we have Shravya. She is also selling like 5 shares or 6 shares of Reliance, right? Okay, think about it, right? Think about it first. So actually this selling and buying occurs at, right? This selling and buying occurs at stock exchange. Stock exchange. Now tell me, right? How can someone know that who is buying and who is selling? Tell me, how can someone know? How can someone guarantee that, okay, if I bought something, I will get it? Or if I sold something, I will get the money? Who can ensure this? Tell me, who can give the guarantee? There should be some organization to do that, yes or no? There should be some company, right, to clear or to do this job, right? Yes or no? Enough. That company is your clearing corporations, right? So we won't be discussing about clearing corporations, but just like CDSL as NSDL, we have 2 clearing corporation. One is NSCCL, right? National Securities Clearing Corporation Limited, and ICCL, Indian Clearing Corporation Limited. इसके बारे में हमें ज्यादा नहीं जानना है, but right, but we just have to know that it makes sure that we get our money, we get our shares. ठीक है, समझ में आया, right? It ensures that there's no default, right? We get our shares, and that is why when you buy shares, you don't get it on the same day, right? When you buy or sell shares, now everything happens T plus 2 days, right? You will get shares after 2 days actually. When trading corporation is clear that, okay, you bought this share from this person, then you will get it after 2 days. Okay, right? Okay, so I guess all of you understood this. Now this is a Kahoot time. I hope this is clear. This is clear, everyone, till this point. So these are the marketplace. We understood what is a marketplace. What are the, yes, I hope all of you understood the marketplace, right? This is just the start. Everyone understood the marketplace. The different stakeholders in that, it is not as easy as we understand, right? Okay, chalo. So we will play one Kahoot. Kahoot time now. Wait. Tanushree, you can try again, right? Or you can just mess in the chat box. First question. The game pin is written at the bottom. Super easy question. Okay. See, all of you, right? Most of you are wrong. Most of you are wrong. What's the meaning of CTC? Tell me. This is the first thing that I taught. What's the meaning of CTC? Tell me. If you see, CTC means what? Tell me. What is the meaning of CTC? CTC means cost to companies. CTC is cost to company. Cost to company. Okay. It includes everything. It includes everything. It includes the bonus given by the company. Bonus. It includes your insurance by the company. It includes taxes, right? It includes your HRA, your rent and all those things. Okay, right? So if it includes your PF also, provident fund also. So if your CTC is 12 lakh per annum, you would get somewhere around 80 to 85,000. 80 to 85,000 as your salary. समझ में आया? समझ में आया ये? Right? Because CTC is cost to companies, right? How much company is willing to spend on you? It's not how much you're getting, right? Yes or no? I hope all of you should focus on the first question. I've already sent this last week. I've sent this last week, right? What is difference between what is CTC, what is salary, and all those things. Okay, okay. So I guess this is clear, everyone, right? So if someone is saying that your CTC is 12 lakh, you will not get 1 lakh per month. You will get less. You will get around 85,000 per month. Okay? Because there will be taxes, there will be lots of other charges, right? Your EPF will be deducted. There are lots of other deductions. So Vihan, Madhur, and Purvi gave the correct answer. Next, how does investing helps? How does investing helps? Read it first. Read it first. Don't be hasty. Read it first. Okay, 19 students are correct. That's why I told you, we have studied this in last class only, right? And we have studied this in last class. That, okay, right? Inflation means price rise. That's why focus on whenever you miss class, just watch all the records, right? Price rise is your inflation. Okay? Now, second, obviously to help sustain life post-retirement, we discussed everything in the last class. The last class was on this question, why we need to invest. Yes or no? Tell me. How many of you remember that? The last class was totally on this, that why we need to invest, right? Okay. I just said, no others, it is price rise. It is price rise. Inflation means price rise, as simple as that, right? The price of petrol was 60 rupees. Now it is 90 rupees, 100 rupees. That is inflation. Inflation is a term for price rise. increasing in the price of the commodities or any service or anything. Next. Okay. Next, investment in bank fixed deposit is preferred when investment in bank fixed deposit is preferred when voice is low. Okay, again 19 students gave the correct answer. Obviously, right? Those who gave correct answer, remember everything of the last class. Fixed deposit, it's a fixed asset, है ना? Fixed asset. Fixed asset, right, gives less return, but tell me, less return, but less risk, right? It is safe. Yes or no? You won't lose your money, right? You won't lose your money. You will get less return, but you will not lose your money. So safety of investment is priority, right? When we think about fixed deposit. Okay, clear? Next. Next, which of them best describe investment in equity? Which of them best describe investment in equity? High risk, high gain, best suited for long-term investment, frequently changing risk and reward, all of the above. Okay. Right, all of the above. Yes, and all of the above. Right, high risk, high gain, long-term, best suited for long-term, as well as we have fixed, frequently changing risk and reward. And it can change, right? It can change anytime, right? Okay, very good. Purvi at now first position, very good. Fifth one, which combination of asset allocation is recommended for a 25-year-old working person? 25-year-old. Again, we discussed the exact same thing in last class. Last class, yes. Read all the options. Read all the options properly. 25 years, right? You have lots of time. You have lots of time. Again, you have lots of time. Right? See, suppose, think about it now. We have discussed it, right? That if a 25-year-old, you have lots of time for your money to grow. Yes or no? Tell me. Hi, Anna. You have lots of time for your money to grow. So you can actually invest for long term. So you generally you can go for 70% equity, 15% fixed deposit, and 15% gold. This is for what? This is for old people. Yes or no? Old people, retired person, they want fixed income, right? They want fixed income, so they will keep the money as fixed deposit. Yes or no? Tell me. We have discussed this. Remember, guys, clear this concept. Okay, next. A demat account holds. A demat account holds. Tell me. Super easy question, super easy. Yes, okay, Ragini. Okay. Yes. Shares in electronic form. See, Still some students made mistake, right? They're not paying attention. Apart from these, cash to buy shares is in bank account, right? ध्यान नहीं दिया जा रहा है, जो गलत करे वो ध्यान नहीं दिया जा रहा है. Shares in physical form. We just discussed, right, that demat means dematerialized. Dematerialized. So it is electronic form. And nota kahan se? None of the above. How come it is nota? Right? How can it is nota? Okay. Right. Next. BSc and NSC are stockbrokers. BSc and NSC are stockbrokers. True or false? Kiragini? See, how many people are not paying attention at all? Around 50% of students are not paying attention at all, right? They're just watching movie. That's why Kahoot is very important to know. Tell me, batao, right? Stockbroker, no, they're stock exchanges, yes or no? They are stock exchanges. BSc and NSC, the name itself, Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange. They're stock exchanges, they're not stock brokers. Yes or no? Tell me, yes or no? Right? They're not stock brokers. Nah. BSc and NSC is not your Zerodha or Upstocks or Grow. Right? Okay, clear this concept? Everyone is clear in this concept? Chalo. Next, a depository participant is a member of either NSDL, TDSL, or both, member of NSDL, member of stock exchange, no type. Depository participant. Yes, correct. Right? They are member of NSDL or CDS because depository participant is the member of depository, na? Hai na? Right? Next, which entity is responsible for guaranteed, it should be guaranteed settlement in the market. Guaranteed settlement in the market. Which organization is responsible for guaranteed settlement in the stock market? Okay, Ragini, very good. वो clearing corporation ना, हाँ है ना, अभी last concept ये था, right? Last concept was this, that it is clearing corporation, right? है ना, stockbroker, they just provide the platform, they're just the shops, yes or no? Stockbroker are just like the shops, right? See, last में हम लोगों ने पूरा यही देखा ना, that stockbroker is just like the shops, right? Okay, next. Last question, guys. Last question. If Bholu invests 50,000 at the rate of 12% compounded annually, then in how many years it will double in amount? Take your time. This question will decide because this is a double mark. This question can change the order of ranking a lot. Years. It is 6 years. 6 years. Rule of 72. Rule of 72. Right? Yes or no? Hi or no? When we talk about simple interest, so amount time that is required to double the amount should be 100 by R, 100 by rate of interest. And when we talk about compound interest, the time required is 72 by R, 72 by rate of interest in compound interest. Right? And now, so here you asked compounded annually. So it is what? Time required to double the amount. It is for doubling the amount. 72 divided by 12. So it is 6 years. 6 years. Okay? Means if you're getting 12% per year compounded annually, then your amount will be double in 6 years. Okay? Let us see. Rajat, third place. First to third. See? First to third. Ananya, second place. See? Ananya, second place. First, there was a huge change, right? First is Urvi, right? Fourth Shravya, fifth Jihan. Okay? Very good, everyone. Right? So I guess all of you understood the concepts. Hi, Anna. Tell me, all of you understood the concepts? I will send the notes. Please watch. You don't have to make any different kind of notes. If you want, you can make, okay, short notes, right? Okay, what explained, Shravya? What you did not get? Okay, anyways, I will send. Okay, I will send. Okay, it is written this notes only. It is written this notes only. Everything is written this notes only. Okay, chalo. Okay, everyone. Bye, everyone. Take care. Tomorrow there will be a coding class.